Hey guys, what's going on? It's getting very exciting. 2-2 in the fight between Bisu and Soma's Sparta bases in 20. So excited to be here, and it could not get better. And my heart is just pumping blood, just pure Dragoon Goon here. I do want Bisu to win, but I do want Soma to be facing against Snow in the final. So let's see, and we will have my favorite map this season. Now, Roaring Current, this map is so insane. Let's take a moment to appreciate how badass this map is. I mean, just look at them, look at the mini map and see how many bases you can take. Power overwhelming. Not enough minerals is more like it. This, judging by the fact that this entire series has been played on very low econ game. So let's kind of contemplate what builds these guys will be going for. I think the guy who wants to dictate the pace of the game will be Bisu, because Protoss are always very strong with courses, right? And knowing that Soma has a few ideas, right? He could actually go for early Zerling aggression, hoping to catch Bisu off guard. Before he could actually make some cannons and things and stuff like that. He could also try to just play the long game and try to go into mutas. But whatever it is, Bisu should not make the mistake he made in the game against Lava in the quarterfinals. That is, he tried to bust a 4-base Zerg with a lot of Dragoons and Reavers. It will never ever work. So that is something you need to think about. And anyways, the spawning pool has been revealed, so that's that. And behind this, Bisu is gonna just put down a forge, or maybe a gateway. Okay, forge is more reasonable, because on this map you don't actually want to make any zealots. If you can just get away with making any zealot, it's better. And there is the spawning pool to block. The pylon to block. Actually, I was not paying attention. Did he make that pylon the first time already? I think no, right? Sorry, my screen is looking at something. I'm trying to unfollow some people on Facebook. There's a lot of these people, and they are just showing pictures of naked, not really naked. You cannot have that on Facebook, but some very sexy girls, and it's very distracting for me. So I do want to turn off those notifications. This guy Antonio E. David, who is that? I guess I'll accept friends with him. By the way, if you guys want to add friends with me, you can definitely do it. Just go ahead and send me a request on Facebook or whatever. The link to that is in the video description. But be sure to use your real account. I don't accept profiles with girls. I only appreciate a request from men. I mean, I'm not gay, but that's what it is. Anyways, that's a lot of Zerglings, and maybe Soma's planting something special. But if he wants to actually get it working, he needs to disable that scouting probe that is just running around in his main. 3 hatcheries coming down. Bisu will try to just be as relentless as possible with his scouting. The drone is trying to find it. Soma really want to get rid of that probe. The probe is still very much alive. 10. Okay, 6. Another hit. No, 2 more hits will go down to the healthy, and Soma is wasting a lot of time with his drone. Bisu likes this. He likes this dual battles. He want to not make sure that he actually loses another hit, and it looks like he's back up in terms of the number of and yeah, you can see his health is still 20 out of 20. He is gonna be able to, actually, he's still 20 out of 20. He might take another hit, and now it's 17 out of 20. Okay, now it's falling fast, 12 out of 20. I mean, all of these mind games are very important at the high level, because Soma does want to put down some shaky business here. And there's the lair. Soma is forced to put down an off-centered location lair, guys, and that is not really what he wants. It looks like Soma is reacting a bit too slowly with his Zerglings, but the game is going to stabilize, and the probe will come out now. Bisu has seen enough. And he can see this lair. He's gonna be opening a chest box inside his stomach. Oh my god. He sees it. Will this lair be cancelled? I guess not. The Zerglings are returning. You can see them on the minimap, and they would try. I mean, Soma is very pissed right now. He want to get rid of this Zergling this probe as much as possible. He's gonna dedicate all of the 6 Zerglings to do the job. He's not cancelling his lair. And that is gonna, Bisu's feeling very comfortable. He's gonna possibly go behind a drone line as well, and that's gonna be the drone waiting to put something. I'm not sure exactly what, but the Zealot's gonna try to move across the map. This probe is still alive. It can drive the Zerglings into the main. No, it's gonna come across the map here and buy some time. And behind this, we're gonna be seeing Zealot start to attack against the hatchery. He can actually wedge himself in the minerals. And looks like at the last minute, the Zealots will fall back, and there is the second Stargate. So Bisu is on pretty much on track to go for his, very dominantly air build here with a lot of Corsairs. And what is going to be the response? And that probe is so annoying. Look at how annoying that probe is. That probe has been alive the entire game. And there is a Spire, but this is playing right into Bisu's hand. So if nothing surprising is gonna unfold, we'll have Bisu taking the set. Finally, that probe dies after about 3 minutes of just pouring raw agony onto Soma's lap. Okay, we do have a Hydroden and the Spire. What is to be expected here? The Corsair coming out to scout. This is interesting because you can actually snipe some Overlords near this expansion, for example. I think this is what he's trying to do here. We'll try to find and snipe the Overlord. And you can see how late is the tech from Soma. He will lose 1 Overlord, if not 2. If he loses 2 Overlord, it's freaking insane. But you know that there's a Hydrodent, but the thing is this, Bisu's expansion is on high ground. There is Robo. So this Robo tech will be a lot faster than the standard Citadel of Aduna and Templar Archive tech. And the Hydras have revealed themselves, so Bisu's gonna go and check now. He wants to see the Spire. He will see the Spire, so he knows exactly what the enemy is doing. He knows that it's gonna be, all options opened here. The Corsairs are looking around for another block, not able to see it. Yeah, very, very lucky for Bisu. 4 bases coming up to Soma, though. So Soma's economy is looking very, very strong. Where are the Scourges? Are they coming across the map at some point in the future? We need to actually see them. We are seeing more cannons coming up, and Bisu can still hold. I think he's fine. He's not having any problems at all. He's got 3 cannons on the high ground. There's a robotics. And Zerg want to make sure that he sees that additional cannon, and behind his hatcheries are coming up. But you can see this is very, very tricky for Soma here. Corsair number is still not very high, keep that in mind. So if Bisu loses one of his Corsairs neatly, it's not gonna be very good. He's gonna have to pay attention to the situation here, not lose any Corsairs and not to overcommit with his Corsairs. And where the Hydras, this middle base suddenly have a very low number of Hydras, and they're gonna be having the attack. And Bisu's gonna pull the weak Corsairs back. He does pull it correctly. He's gonna pull another one back and save most of his Corsairs. When it comes to health, he only wasted a bit of a shield, not a big problem at all. Anyways, what's happening now? I think about 7 or 8 Corsairs. The shuttle will take an expansion. Soma will have no chance to stop this. But the fact is that he's not making any Scourges. So that means all of his tech is used, all of his gas is used to make to make technology, right? So he could be making a drop. He could be making overlap with speed now. He could be making a lot of things. Now, I just love this map. This map has 12 bases. And if Bisu takes those 3 bases, then he's going to be coming up to 6. Okay, that is a little bit too much hits that he's taken on those Corsair, but he's still doing okay for now. I think Bisu's definitely got +1 weapons upgrade on those Corsairs. If not, then it's actually on the way. Look at how many Corsairs. There's so many. Let me just quickly show you the map stats, just to remind you how good is this map. So Roaring Current is 48.1% win rate. Actually, it's in the middle of the pack, guys. It's actually not that heavily Protoss favor, but it's, Protoss has got a lot of I think initiative on this map. Oh my god, that angle is so good for Bisu. He will get at least 2 or 3 Corsairs, and he's turning around and he's not losing any Corsairs. 65 units for Soma, only 37 units supplies worth of Overlords. That is very terrible situation, and now the shuttle could ferry the rest of the troops out, or the probes out towards this brand new base, and Bisu is going to slowly inch forward, and there's going to be some probes getting made here. Bisu's looking very, very good, and there's going to be the fleet bacon. My dreams and hope has come true, guys. I mean, this is so amazing to watch. I love fleet bacon. I will possibly put in the video description the link to the amazing game between Bisu and Hero as part of the DPL series. If you've seen it already, that's fine. If you've not seen it, please remind me. If you don't see the link to that game, I mean, that game is a must-watch. I mean, that game's got 4 stars from me. That's so insane. Anyways, 11 courses. He's actually parked 1 at home. You can see, okay, he's gonna be making more. He's gonna be making more. And this game will be long. I promise you not. I kid you not, this game will be insanely long, because Bisu, even though he's got a lot of units, they are all air. They will not be able to attack anything until he's got sufficient number of Reavers to actually go on the ground, and the Corsairs are so high in number. And he's looking for any kind of, reinforcement, and there's gonna be... Why is he making way too many cannons? I don't like this cannon making business from Bisu. I guess he's fearing a drop, but there could never be a drop. Looks like the Corsairs will take a lot of Scourges out of the equation here. The Scourges are trying to find the shadow, but there are no shadow. The second group of courses are coming across the map, and those Scourges have been has revealed their position. So that's going to be very, very terrible. And it looks like Soma, with his 4 gases, is trying to put on the show as well. There's going to be a nice attack. I think 1 Corsair died. Only 1 Corsair died. And more cannons gonna get made because he's fearing an attack from the air or from the ground. It seems strange that Bisu's making 4 cannons in the main. It doesn't seem like something they need to be doing right now. As you can see, Bisu is actually not investing to shuttle with speed. Not yet. He's trying to focus his attention on trying to get the maximum number of bases up. Anyways, of course, there's, I think, Fleet Bacon. If you have Fleet Bacon, you might as well just go for Disruption Web. And Disruption Web, look at how many cannons he's making. So insane. I mean, there's got to be no way that Soma could be dropping. I mean, how can Soma actually attack that main base of Bisu? How? He's got no way to do it. He's got Scourges. That's it. Anyways, these Scourges will come on this other side. If he actually can catch a Shadow now, it's great, but he cannot catch anything. And all of these Scourges have died. Bisu 118 supply. The Shadow, once again, still doesn't have any upgrades on it. Bisu will put down an expansion. He will expand very close to Soma's. Okay, looks like Soma might be dropping now. So that's interesting. So I hope Destruction Web is ready. You can see that Bisu's got a floating Zealot, not a floating, a scouting Zealot, and he knows that there's going to be potential for drop here. Or maybe there's, you know, whatever. And it looks like the Hydras are going to be just in position first. Bisu need to have Shadow with Speed completed soon. His Nexus is completed at the middle base, and he's going to take this base. This is, of course, very, very smart move because there are 12 bases. So if Bisu takes the 3 island bases, then he will have 6. But that still leaves 6 more bases, and the more that Soma can mine from that 9 o'clock position, the better, right? He want to mine it out a little bit. Even if Bisu is able to retake the base in the future, as long as you can actually mine it out a little bit, is great. And there are some overlords coming into this middle area now. The Scourges are looking for some kind of openings. The Corsairs need to hunt for those Scourges right now. The Scourges have reacted a bit too slowly. Bisu loses 1 Corsair only. And this is gonna be a fake drop. I mean, this is not a real drop. He could not possibly drop here. And there's gonna be maybe a drop in the middle base. Man, the middle base is under a lot of issues here. There's gonna be a lot of cannons coming up, but I think there could be a potential for drop. Hive is coming along the way. This game, as I tell you, is very, very long. So let me remind you, do not spoil the game. Please, I've seen some spoiling comments already. You can spoil it. I mean, this is maybe my own made-up rule, but you can spoil the game after the series is over in a new video, right? And I actually do that. For example, I will spoil Semifinal 1 when I cast Semifinal number 2, or I will spoil ASL games when I cast KCM later. That is fine. That is from my perspective, is perfectly fine. But I don't want to spoil the game while in that same video. You know what I mean? Anyways, Bisu need to spot this expansion, because this is very, very tricky. There's going to be Greater Spire, and we're going to be having a lot of upgrades coming up. And the Overlords are going to try to snipe just a pylon. And there's going to be another unit coming out, and Bisu has prepared this amazing build. I mean, this build is very, very, very taxing. As you can see, Bisu's APM has dropped. Bisu's APM has dropped already, guys. A lot of Mutas, but this is not for Mutas, trust me. This is for Devourers. Devourers are on the menu. If Bisu can start to make Templar Archive, I think Templar Archive will be needed at some point in the future as well, because you do need to have those Maelstroms off, and because Devourers eat the crap out of, out of Corsairs. The Shadow might get sniped. No, the Shadow feels like it's gonna survive. That's great. The carriers are looking very, very strong, but the number of Mutas are very high. And this brand new base has been mining for a while. Bisu need to stop it. He need to know about it. Keep in mind that Bisu doesn't have observers. He also doesn't have observers. Anyways, he's gonna try to attack against the middle area. I think Disruption Web is ready. The Disruption Web need to be ready. He might want to make a few, batteries as well. Okay, there's Disruption Web. Show me the Disruption Web. There's the Disruption Web. Not bad. So these Hydras gonna get pushed back, but they are gonna be Devourers. So Bisu need to be goddamn ready. If you can actually snipe the Hive, it's gonna be amazing, because I don't see the Fire Attack yet. Is that the Fire Attack? Those Guardians are a little bit delayed, and Bisu's gonna try to snipe a few drones, but not able to successfully do so. We might have a drop. I don't think someone would attempt a drop. That would be crazy. He just need to pay attention. And they're Devourers. This game, like I tell you, will be very, very long. The Devourers have +2 armor. The carriers, I'm not so sure exactly, but what about Queen? Queen will be great, and there's Observer. There's Observer. There's gonna be some pylon. I think Bisu need to go to a City of Adun now. He cannot play with his tech forever. This tech will be very, very hard to get stuck with. He's gonna be going just for massive carriers, and finally the courses possibly will see the creep. He need to see the creep. He has seen it. There's gonna be a major engagement right here. Where's the disruption web? This area is very difficult. The course need to fall back. There's gonna be an attack. The course is gonna try to go to work. There's a lot of disruption. Excuse me, a lot of scourges. The carrier is gonna get targeted upon by the scourges. We have a lot of the courses gonna work. The carriers are trying to run away. The Scourge is trying to chase one of the carriers, and one more carrier has fallen. Is there enough courses? There seems to be not enough. The courses are falling fast. Great disruption. Excuse me, great. What is that? Bluish glue coming from the Devourers. And now the carriers are going to get targeted upon. The courses need to go to work now. I think the carriers are falling fast. One more carrier is for the last carrier. Can it get saved? I guess it's been saved, but Bisu has built. I mean, he's gone for the wrong build, man. This is why ZvP need to be put up right away. ZvP need to be applied as soon as possible. The mutants are flying towards the other side of the map, and Bisu is on a losing tech. He has chosen the wrong tech. I mean, it's fine up until this point, but if these cannons can come up, it would change the fate of the game. And now Bisu has made some guardians. And Bisu, Soma has made some guardians, and Bisu has seen the Overlord has seen that 3 o'clock position. So this is why he's moving across the map with his carriers. He's trying to move very slowly across the map. He doesn't want to go too fast. But now there's going to be a drone coming down. The cannons are trying to get up. The mutants are flying over to this area. So I guess Bisu should be winning this game, but he's not. He's not. And there are the guardians. Where are the guardians? I don't see them. There are the guardians. We only have 3 guardians so far. And Bisu is gonna be facing a drop. I think this is a drop. We have 4 cannons, right? Now this is what is this a drop or not? There's gonna be an attack against the middle base though. Looks like Bisu is about to hold. The drop was a fake one. It has nothing inside. This I'm not so sure exactly. They got lost in the jungle. Another fleet base. Excuse me, another Stargate. Bisu is gonna try to slowly eat up his interceptor. There's gotta be an attack soon. By Bisu is going to be facing a lot of problems. And there's a Guardian attacking those cannons. A single Guardian would do the job. You don't need that many Guardians. And finally, we have Templars. Finally, Bisu has stayed on this air tech for so long. He's going to try to move his units out. The Shadow is going to get targeted, but the Shadow died instantly. This game was magnificently played by Soma. Soma is showing to us how to play this game. How to play this game on Roaring Current. And Bisu has got not the right response here. And definitely did not play it correctly. I feel like the moment he has seen, I don't know, those I mean, I could not have seen the Devourers, but he should suspect the Devourers are on the way. He needs to actually switch into Templar Archive. You don't use Templars to actually attack. The Templars will help you defend against Devourers. Or try to go into Maelstrom, right? Maelstrom would solve a lot of Bishu's problems, but he did not have Maelstroms. Because he stayed on Reavers. And he overmade his cannons in the main. Right, and I think that is definitely something, but we are going to be having the 3rd set, the 5th, 6th set, but this was nicely played from Soma. I mean, this very amazing play from him, so there's nothing for me to say. I mean, he played the perfect game here, even though after that early, very annoying probe scout and very annoying tech reveal and Overlord's getting sniped, he was able to win. You could never beat Devourers and Mutas unless you have Maelstrom. I've seen a few games where it's possible, but as a general rule of thumb, it's very hard. And he has got those disruption web, but he's not been using them. He needs to be using them. Anyway, Soma doesn't need to actually engage here. He just needs to conserve his Devourers and just sit around with his Devourers. Okay, there's a probe trying to put down a Nexus, but there's a Hydra staying back. As you can see, there's a Hydra right here. So actually Bisu cannot take any kind of bases. It's going to be an engagement, and if he had a Devourer, if he has got a Maelstrom, he would solve a lot of these problems, but now courses are forced to play a blind game. Fight brute force against the Devourers. Devourers are trying to chase down the carriers. Great attack. I think Bisu might win though. Bisu seems to have just enough, and the courses are thinning out, but the carriers are staying alive. The carriers are alive. There's going to be a lot of Scourges coming through. They try to snipe the carriers, but at the last minute, there's still a few carriers remaining, and this ground army need to go for Disruption Web. He's not putting down Disruption Web. Maybe he doesn't have enough energy. I don't know. I'm not so sure, but it looks like at the last minute, Bisu is about to hold it. The Shadow will actually drop something here, but Bisu is running out of minerals. Bisu is running out of minerals, and the enemy has got so much of everything. 183 supply. And Bisu will retake a base that actually doesn't need to be his. He will engage here. The Shadows. What is in the Shadow? If it's got Hydra, it's much better. It's got probes. He only has probes. He has some Reavers, but it's not using. Actually, it's going to be better for Bisu to actually send his Reavers to the battles. Right? Because Devourers cannot hurt the Reavers. So, That's what it is. You can see Bisu is almost running out of minerals here, and there's gotta be Nidus Canal connecting all of the bases. If Bisu was able to snipe the hive, in the previous engagement, it would have been a different story because no Nidus Canals, but now there's gonna be Nidus Canals. Bisu's gonna decide to come out. As you can see, Soma's even taking this base here. Yeah, this base go to Soma. That is the degree of bad manners Soma is putting on here. Bisu will snipe this hatchery. This is not a problem. This is not an issue in itself, but he cannot win, and there's gonna be a counter attack. I think now Soma doesn't need to attack anything. He just needs to attack this base. This is the only base he needs to actually destroy and snipe the shuttle, which means no more forces can come in. Good storm though. Good storm. There's gonna be another storm. Another storm on the Mutus. It's gonna be much better on the Devourers, but it's still fine. Look at that huge drop. Look at that huge drop. He might need to have some disruption web on those Hydras. He does go for one disruption web. Not bad. The second disruption web is gonna get deployed, but the Nexus is gonna get targeted upon. The Nexus will get sniped. Bisu cannot save it. He goes for the disruption web way too late. And he's doing some great attack. The Hydra's actually not attacking anything. The carries need to go to work on the Hydras. The Corsets will destroy the rest of the Mutus. This game is just a farce. This is just for all of us to enjoy here. It's like WWF, guys. This game is staged. This game has got a story, and Bisu and Soma are actors because we all know the outcome now. They're just gonna be just showing off some amazing moves for the fun of it. But it's gonna be impossible for Bisu to win. Is Soma running out of minerals? Is he running out of minerals? That's the question. Oh my god! The Corsairs are out of position, and the Garrus takes a lot of the hits here. The Corsairs need to return. He don't need to not worry about that base at the inner. What is this location? I don't even know this location's name. The drones and the hatcheries are coming out. Bisu doesn't even have money to remake his shuttle, so that base doesn't have any kind of probes for the time being. What is Bisu's plan? He's got his double reaver, but he's not using them, as you can see. We need to have more disruption web. Bisu can try to go for disruption web. Am I underestimating Bisu again? Because Bisu has a tendency to go for crazy stuff even when we least expect him. More Devourers coming out. This is a lot of Devourers. Oh my god. And they will start to engage. Bisu's pulling back. I mean, he's about to snipe the hatchery, but he decided against it. This base will have a few more cannons. You can see this build from Bisu is very costly. He will send some Hydrals across the map. He's got to be very careful because there are still some Mutualists. And this base will give Soma more gas and more of everything. I mean, Bisu is running out of bases to actually to pay attention to, and Soma just remake a lot of hatcheries. It's very easy for him to do that. Once Bisu saturates this area, he needs to just attack. He cannot leave it, and he's not using his 2 Reavers. You can see he finally will send those Reavers to the front line. I mean, finally they will actually have some use. There's gonna be some storms. I mean, maybe use one of the storm on the drones because it actually costs some of the interceptor. There's gonna be some great storm. He's slow to storm. What is Bisu storming? Very late storm, but now he does storm. He will get all of those units destroyed, and he does for some goes from destruction get, which is great. We need to pull the Corsairs back. Oh my god, he does for a good storm. And now he can go for distance mining on this base. He can go for distance mining on this base, but there's gonna be some Overlord dropping something in the middle area as well. Bisu's gonna pull all of his Corsairs back. This hatchery will fall, but there's a lot of Hydras here. Bisu will lose his Nexus. This is why he needs to have those Reavers on those islands. This game has been nicely won by Soma. If you enjoyed this cast of feel buy me coffee, that is going to be in the description. We're going to be moving on to the 6th set, and I hope for Bisu to have a chance to win here. The Shadow is going to get sniped. The carriers are trying to run away. The number of courses are not high enough. There's going to be a great storm though. Not bad, not bad. And the Devourers gets pushed back, and that's fine. But Bisu is running out of minerals. He actually doesn't have money to make a Nexus. He's going to be distance mining. This base got nothing here, and Soma is still mining in a lot of locations. Bisu's gonna load some stuff up here. He's trying to win, but he cannot even make Scarabs. Scarab is the scarce thing here. There's gonna be more storms, and as you can see, Bisu's storming the wrong location. And now he will morph into Archon. Great, not bad. What is Bisu's plan? I need to go for distance mining. Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, he's just gonna be going for a blind attack. What is he doing? He's reshuffling his shuttle. He's gonna be careful. He will unload everything. The shuttle gets sniped. The Archon is gonna work here. Carriers are getting sniped. Yeah, everything is gone now. Bisu 90 supplies, somewhere 159. Bisu is GGing like his ex-teammate Fantasy back in, I don't know, OSL season 26 or whatever. When was the last OSL we have? The final battles is going to be witnessing on screen. We need to have Destruction Web, but Bisu will get surrounded. from several angles. Only 4 carries remaining. Doesn't even have money to make interceptors. Nicely played from Soma. The score is now 3-2. I hope I don't have to repeat this because that will be a very, very lame thing to say. Bisu is refusing to GG. But yeah, it shows to us that, you know, Devourers beat carriers. Devourers are so strong against carriers or courses or whatever. Unless you have Maelstrom. If you have Maelstrom, it just completely changed the game, man. If Bisu had just one Maelstrom, and as you can see, Maelstrom doesn't cost much money. It doesn't cost much energy. Maelstrom is very, very cheap on the energy side, unlike Storms. So anyways, there's gonna be some reverse shot. Bisu is trying to reuse his scarabs here because you know, he had them saved up a little bit before. I think Bisu is trying to waste the energy level of Soma. It doesn't work though. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Bye bye.